Hi there, how are you? This is Loise. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, you're welcome here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this video, please share it. I hope you're well wherever you are, and I hope you're COVID free. Today we are talking about the community of Timmins, and Timmins is among the 11 communities which are participating in the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot here in Canada. We have been talking a lot about these communities, so please go back to my videos. I will be attaching the main video that talks about this whole program just so that you can go through it. You need to go through that video in order to understand the requirements for Timmins. Okay? All right. Timmins, as we've said, it's in Ontario. So I know a lot of people like going to Ontario, so this is your chance. Ontario has the majority of these programs. I must give a disclaimer. You all know that I am an immigration consultant who is based here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So if you need help with your immigration issues, immigration applications, you want legal advice, you just want to know how to maneuver Canadian immigration, please reach out to me, send me an email and book a consultation. All right? Okay, the information here is for your information purposes. Please do not take this as legal advice, and information keeps changing, so please make sure that you're staying up to date with things that keep changing here in Canada. Okay? All right, Timmins. Okay? The community of Timmins. They have a disclaimer themselves, and they have said that due to COVID-19, only candidates who are living and working in Timmins currently are being considered at this time. Okay? The rest will resume when travel restrictions are uplifted. They are lifted by the Canadian government. So right now, the only people who are being considered are those who are in Timmins. The rest, they will follow after they lift the travel restrictions. Okay? Right. I just want to let you know that, because I know I get people who are like, oh yeah, it's closed. I know it's happening for the people who are in Timmins, and it's going to open soon, because guess what? We shall not be locked forever. Yeah. Okay. A little bit about this community, because I like to tell you just a little bit so that you can have an idea about this community, and then you can also do more digging, do your due diligence to see whether this community appeals to you, because the community needs to appeal to you. And then you need to also check whether you are also appealing to this community. Okay? All right. So it's centrally located in northeastern Ontario. It is actually the largest city in Canada land-wise. It is 2,979 square kilometers. So it's the biggest in land. And the population there is only around 41,788 people. Yes? This place, this small city, is known as the city with a heart of gold. Why is it called the city with a heart of gold? It's because of its gold mining history and its friendly people who have their northern hospitality. Okay? That is the city with a heart of gold. Okay? Therefore, that goes to say that the primary industry here is mining, and this place also serves a diverse workforce. It's only that the primary industry is mining. It is surrounded by untamed and pristine wilderness, and you're going to be fascinated by its beauty, the history, and it's got that small city charm. So if that's what you're looking for, this is a place for you. The cost of living in this small city, you enjoy lower cost of living compared to other parts of Ontario. You know that Ontario can be quite costly. Okay? All right. If you're looking for activities to do here for entertainment, this place is known for its symphony, orchestra, the annual music and cultural festivals, and other activities throughout the year. Okay? That goes also to tell you, because it's a small city, that the quality of life is very good. This place offers urban lifestyle of a major Canadian metropolitan community at half the cost. There are no traffic jams, short commutes, and a great place to settle and live for families. Okay, the culture here is quite diverse, and the climate is cold and temperate, which means that these people do receive a lot of rainfall. Enough about that. How do you get yourself to the community of Timmins? Okay, as you know, there are steps to this immigration program, and there are 5 steps to getting yourself to the community of Timmins. The first step is to make sure that you meet the federal eligibility requirements, that is language, education, funds, and admissibility, etc. I have talked about those in the video that I made the first time about the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. I will be tagging that video at the description part of this video, because you really need to look at that so that you know the CLB that you need, the amount of money that you need. So that is what you should be looking at. That is step number 1. After you meet the federal eligibility, step number 2 is you have to secure yourself a full-time employment offer in an eligible sector or occupation. I will be talking about those eligible occupations and industries in just a minute. You are going to find jobs in those industries and occupations at a website called jobsintimmins.com. I'm going to post that. Okay, step number 3, after you get those 2, you're going to meet the community eligibility criteria. And this community, they want to know that you as a candidate, you are going to settle and reside in Timmins for the long term, and you're going to help in the growth of the economy. So they have come up with a point system out of 80 points, and they say that the candidates who score the highest are going to get the best chances towards getting a recommendation. Okay, step number 4, after you have done all those, you are going to complete your application, and you will pay $100, which is a non-refundable fee to the community of Timmins for the application to this program. And if you're recommended to come to Canada as a permanent resident, then step number 5 will be applying for PR and coming to Canada. Okay, all right, so I just want to go back. I told you about step number 2 and step number 3. I'm going to be talking about those 2 a little further. And for step number 2, we talked about eligible industries and occupations, and these people actually have 4 main industries. The first industry is healthcare and social work. The other one is trades, licensed and unlicensed. The other one is business administration. Yes. And the other number 4 is information technology. They also have something called open knock. Okay, we shall talk about that briefly. So on healthcare and social work, these guys are looking for knock 3012, knock 3413, knock 3233, knock 3112, knock 4152, knock 4214, knock 4212, knock 4412, and knock 3111. So you need to look at those knocks and see which one applies to you under the healthcare and social work. The other industry we talked about, trades, licensed and unlicensed. These are the ones that they need. They are considering knock 7312. They're also looking at knock 7321, knock 7311, knock 7611, knock 7237, knock 7271, knock 7241, knock 7511, knock 7521, knock 7535, knock 8231, knock 8614, knock 941, and knock 943. So if that applies to you, you need to be looking at this community for trades. Under business administration, yes, this one is not usually so common, so it's nice that they have it here. They're looking at knock 111. That is auditors, accountants, and investment professionals. They're also looking at knock 121. That is administrative services supervisors. They're looking at knock 1311, accounting technicians, and bookkeepers. They're also looking at NOC 0621, that is retail and wholesale trade managers. And finally, they're looking at NOC 063, and that is managers in food, service, and accommodation. Okay, look at that and see where you fit. The best, my favorite, this is my favorite, is information technology. And under information technology, they need 5 NOCs, which is NOC 0213, NOC 2147, NOC 2171, NOC 2172, and NOC 2173. Remember, I told you they're also considering something called Open NOC for a maximum of 10 applicants, and they say that they are looking for high skill level occupations such as engineers, veterinarians, chefs, and cooks. Okay, those are the ones which are being considered under Open NOC. Right? They're also saying that applicants with job offers not listed that I've not talked about are only going to be considered at the discretion of this community recommendation committee. Okay, all right. Follow me on Facebook. I have a page called Milala Immigration Services, or you can also follow me. I have another page. There is Loise Githiga, that is the Kenyan Canadian. I do list these kind of jobs that arise in communities. Okay, all right. These are the NOCs which are needed in the community of Timmins. That is what they are considering. All right, good. So next, we went to step number 3. Remember, step number 3 was that after you meet all that, after you meet the federal, you get yourself a job in the NOCs that we just talked about, you are supposed to meet the community eligibility criteria. And we said that they have 80 points. And in these 80 points, the people who rank the highest are going to get the highest chances of being considered by this community. There is no guarantee, so don't say, oh yeah, I got 80 points, I've not been considered. But they say that people with the highest points are going to get the highest chances of being considered for recommendation. Okay, how do you get those 80 points? Number 1, of course, is that you get an offer of employment in those 4 priority NOCs, that is healthcare and social work, or trades, or business administration, or information technology. Remember, I've not talked about the Open NOC there. So you get a job offer, a full-time job offer in those. Once you get that, you're going to earn yourself 10 points. Number 2 is that you already have obtained work experience in the city of Timmins. Okay, so if you've had that work experience for 30 hours per week for the last 6 months, then you're going to get yourself 5 points. Number 3, if you graduated from a public post-secondary institution in Timmins in the past, you're going to get yourself 5 points. Okay. Number 4, if you're currently residing and have resided in Timmins for at least 6 months before the launch of this program, or 6 months before you submitted your application, then you can get yourself up to 10 points. Okay. Number 5 is language ability. Remember the federal requirements that I talked about? Please check the please check the language requirements there, because language was one of the requirements. And they said you could get up to 10 points if you are above CLB4. But guess what? The higher your language, the better. I always tell people, don't just aim for the minimum language eligibility. Go for the highest, because if you have higher points, then you stand better chances. Number 6 is family or friendship ties, who are permanent residents or citizens who live in Timmins. This is very important. So if you have family or friends, you could be getting yourself up to 10 points. Okay, did I say language? You get 10 points for language. Okay, so having friends and family could get you up to 10 points. Number 7, guess what? If you visited Timmins for at least one night, just one night, in the past 5 years, you get 5 points, just like that. Number 8, okay? That is, if your spouse or common law partner can contribute to the economical and social development of Timmins, you guys can get points. How can your spouse or your common law partner help in this? Number one, for your common law partner, if they have a valid job offer in Timmins, they can get up to 10 points. If your spouse or common law partner has at least 2 years of full-time and continuous work experience in the priority knocks that we talked about, you can get a whole 5 points. And if your spouse or common law partner can show English or French abilities beyond CLB4, you can get 5 points. And if your spouse can speak a second language, if they have shown that they can speak both languages and they've done the assessment, they can get 5 more points for the second language. Okay, all right, so that is a total of 80 points. So please evaluate yourself and see whether you can, how many points you can get. If you want us to help you with that evaluation, please reach out to us. Okay, we are going to help you to come up with the points and also navigate your knock. If you don't know how to define your knock, if you don't know how to come up with a Canadian standard resume, you're looking for that job, you can reach out to us, book a consultation, and we are going to be happy to offer you those services. Okay, all right, so that is all about this community of Timmins. I'm going to put a link. These are the things I'm gonna put a link at the description part of this video, so please listen carefully. There's going to be a video about the federal requirements for the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. I'm gonna put that link. I'm also gonna put a link to the city of Timmins, because you may want to spend some more time, do your due diligence there, check things a little deeper, so I'll put that link there. Also on my Facebook page, Milala Immigration Services, or Loise Githiga, the Kenyan Canadian, you can see these jobs. I'm going to be posting the knocks that are being considered in the city of Timmins. Okay, all right, thank you so much. I hope you're getting ready. I hope you're safe. If you need any help, reach out to us, and please, all the best in your application to coming to Timmins. Remember, as I said, right now they are only considering people who are currently in Timmins. Until this whole COVID thing is over, that's all they're considering, and then after that we shall go back to hiring and considering people who are abroad. Okay, thank you, have a good day, take care, bye now.